Welcome to this special edition of Flavored Enemy, Everrealms, The Dark City. This is a special 7-episode series that deals with suspense themes that include, but are not limited to, depictions of body horror, mental and emotional anguish, child endangerment, determinism, self-harm, gore, and violence. As such, it is only recommended for mature audiences and listener discretion is strongly advised. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy The Dark City.
Welcome back to Flavored Enemy, The Dark City, Episode 4, A Veil of Death. Before we get into tonight's events, it's worth noting, for those of you who are heavily affected by those of the supernatural, things you don't understand, things that can't be seen, can't be comprehended, ghosts, wraiths, spirits, everything from beyond, souls, the afterlives. If these things make you squirm, if you find yourself squeamish when contemplating possession or an ethereal purgatory, I highly suggest that you do not tune in tonight, as these will be the themes that will be explored. Last we had left off, our victims had crossed the river of blood and headed into the outskirts of the Dark City. There before them, a large archway, a black, vaporous silk veil, transparent and foreboding, hanging in between it, wispy like smoke, like the burning of 1,000 souls in between its cold stone frame. Gorsuch, could you reintroduce yourself for those watching your demise?
Gorsuch is a half-elfin woman, half-orc woman, tall, hair over 6 foot, broad-shouldered, and visibly taking after her mother's orcish side, clad in a black leather vest, series of belts around her waist, holding obviously a holster, with, at the moment writhing in pain, trying to stifle a scream, but not.
Menowin, hopeful, a spark of light within a shadow of darkness, the memories of what you left behind, echoing in your head like distant, foggy mirrors, almost the same as you, but not quite. Could you re-describe yourself for those enjoying your suffering?
Menowin is a Leonin fighter, and she has a luxurious golden mane, and bright, piercing blue eyes. She stands at 5'8". She has a flail on her back and a hand axe on her hip. She wears a heavy golden ring with one dark red ruby inset. Her clothes are torn and tattered and appear to be blood-stained. She has fallen to her knees, and she grips her head, rocking back and forth and groaning, "No, no, not lost, no."
Rodon. Mirrors within your brain, cracks, distorting the full image, fragmented, broken, unable to see the entire whole picture. You stand at a crux of eternal suffering, or something scarier. Could you re-describe yourself to those who take joy in the pain that you have undergone?
Rodon is half fae, half elf, teal skin with red hair, lime green eyes, and ears that are long like an elf's, but frayed like fairies' wings. He wears overalls and rubber gloves and has bundles of potions and tinctures and bottles all along his waist and belt. And both sides of his face seem to say something different. One eye looks guilty. The other eye is manic. One fully dilated, and the other not.
Koji, the simple charlatan, lived a life of ineptitude, married along with greed and selfishness. You have been given real power here. A chance to be something, and yet you find your heart filled with utter anger and hatred. You stand here in front of the veil of death, looking into its whispery, vaporous fabric, and are awash with emotion. Could you re-describe yourself for all those living for the torment?
Oji is a kitsune individual. He sports a very bright blue, although I guess it's not so bright anymore, coat with a popped collar, red lining, inner lining gold trim, a red ascot. He has two tails, indicating at least 2 centuries of age. And since he's been in the spiraling black, he hasn't bothered much to try to hide the ears underneath his mop of a head. Dirty orange hair to match both his ears and his tails. Koji's eyes look like an empty rage. A 1,000-mile stare of near hopelessness, though his hands are balled into fists, like trying to hold on to something. Something that will make it all go away.
Naza, with a heart heavy, a conscience torn, and a soul on a dagger's point, you're unsure whether or not you're ever going to see the light of day again. And yet, here you are, desperately clawing your way towards some semblance of hope, chance, or freedom. And for all those watching your miserable climb, could you remind us of who it is you are?
Naza is a female Ganid, just under 6 foot. She looks quite weak and out of place climbing where she is. She's got dark hair that falls down her back and skin that's the color of the earth, or at least it used to be. It seems to be graying a little. She has tattoos that are covering her skin that look like depictions of constellations in various shades of blue, except for now the one on her right hand and traveling up her arm, they seem to be blackened, and the one at her temple, that's new, picture of an eye, black. You can see on Naza's face she has an expression of horror, of panic. Her eyes are filled with tears that just won't stop. Her hope is diminishing. She doesn't think she'll ever get out of here.
Prism, here you are, empty, hollow, with not even a name to call your own. Your sight gone. Your friends gone. everything ripped away from you in the darkest, most violent ways possible. There is not an ounce of hope for you at all. You will die in here. Everything that you love will be gone, long gone, before you even get the chance to walk the Torre again as an undead under Daranzor's vast hordes. But just to humor those who are watching your ill attempt at resistance, could you remind us what it is that we see before us, so that we may remember you as you were, before you were inevitably changed?
Prism is small for a dragonborn, standing around 5'1", 5'2" maybe on a good day. Fairly slender, although that's more due to malnutrition the last several. But being an incredibly rare crystal dragonborn, she was hunted for most of her life until she found an order of paladins that she has served for the last several years, and she's wearing the armor of said paladins, typical white armor, scales though, not plate, trimmed with gold and blue. She carries a rapier at her hip that is just incredibly thin, so thin that you wouldn't imagine that it could actually hit anything without shattering, and yet you've seen it pierce multiple enemies. She also carries a shield emblazoned with the symbol of the Order of the Seven, and a noticeable change recently. Her eyes, once bright, shining blue similar to her armor, are now more the color of her scales, a white, silvery hue to them.
As you all stand here, the veil of death at your feet, look around. The black vaporous smoke enveloping all of you. There is no spiraling black. There is no fields of flesh, no rivers of blood, no dark city, no towers, just darkness. Empty and cold. Hollow. And you all, surrounded by infinite nothingness and a 1-inch pool of water covering the tips of your toes. What do you all do?
Is this real water?
Yes, it is in fact real water. You notice that you all are here, except for Scree.
How thirsty am I?
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
Oh.
So Prism is there for right now, right?
Yes, Prism is.
That's a 5.
You're pretty fucking thirsty. This is like the first time you've actually seen.
All right, I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw for myself. Oh, that's a 2. Koji's gonna bend down and cup his hand into the water underneath, and take a drink.
I can't even blame him.
It is extremely crisp and cold and fresh and refreshing. There's not an ounce of dirt or filth to it at all. No iron-like taste or nothing. It is.
Then I will start drinking it with cupping with 2 hands and.
All right. What do the rest of you all do?
I kind of look on with some hesitation. I just ask Koji, is it any good?
It is like the freshest spring from the melted ice falls of the cold.
What is he doing? Who's doing what?
Prism?
Hello?
You okay, Prism?
Where are you?
I'm gonna go up and touch her. Just put my arm on her arm.
I immediately draw my rapier.
Ah, okay.
Who's that?
It's Rodon. Rodon. I'm looking right at you. What's You can't see me?
You see Prism's eyes are just milky white.
Can I make a medicine check about that?
Yeah, sure. Make a medicine check.
I'm gonna, for ease, I'm gonna transform into a fox and just start lapping up the water.
Not great. That was a 7 on the medicine.
You feel like there's two things that it could be. One, Prism could be blind, or two, Prism could have got milk in their eye.
Hey, Naza, I think Prism could have maybe gotten milk in her eyes, or also gone blind. What of those two things? Is there anything you could do to heal that? I know you had...
Rodon,
Did you get milk in your eyes?
I can still... Where would I have gotten milk? We haven't seen a bloody cow the entire time we've been here.
More things
Actually,
than cow give milk.
Seen plenty
Didn't
of
we-
blood, though.
We did see a minotaur, if I'm not mistaken.
Those are entirely different things.
Not entirely.
Mm,
But, anyway, regardless, this water is safe.
It is the crispest, freshest tasting water I've ever had, straight out of a mountain spring.
Nothing in this realm is safe.
Yeah, that's why I'm avoiding it. But
Well,
it's tempting.
Koji will stand back up into a human, or into a kitsune. Yes, well, it was refreshing nonetheless, and I guess I had a moment of weakness after. If I'm gonna go out from drinking some water to drinking the best damn water I've ever tasted, then so be it.
Well, I can hardly blame you.
I'll go over to Prism and look at her eyes and... Prism, you're sure you can't see anything?
Naz, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I'll grab her hand as well.
No.
Can I try something?
You don't have to waste your energy.
But I want to.
I'll be fine. I'm sure it's just something here playing a trick on me.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
When did this start, Prism? Did it begin after you saved us all at the river?
Yeah, I jumped over the river and I saw I wasn't gonna make it, so I tried to teleport to the other side, but I drew in way more magical energy than I usually do. I don't know what happened.
You saved us all.
Yeah.
Huh?
Especially Gorgeous.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you couldn't see, you didn't... We're all fine, thanks to you.
You brought us all with you.
I teleported everyone?
Everyone.
Saved
Yeah.
our lives.
I don't have that kind of magic.
Oh.
Well, apparently you do now.
No. Magic always...
Comes with a price.
Yeah, if you draw in more than you're capable of using, it'll
It's not
take
getting
what it
used.
needs from you.
It's gotta be this place. Magic works differently here.
It's as if when I cast my mage armor upon myself, it was as if I was, instead of
That
drawing
was
on
kind
my...
of gross.
Yes,
Yeah.
instead of drawing on the
Yeah.
arcane forces within myself, I got coated with the dark goo of the spiraling black, and it's still on me, and I won't go away for
the
like
goo.
another 6 hours, and you like the goo?
Rodon just is poking the goo with his finger. Oh, by the way, where's Zeke? Where's the kiddo?
DM, where's Zeke?
You don't see Zeke anywhere. It's just you all.
Okay, fuck. Rodon's gonna run out looking for the kid.
Gorsuch is going with him.
Run where? We are surrounded by darkness and a pool of water at our feet.
You run all the way across, and then you bump into the back of Prism, which was you were running away from.
Oh, don't stab me. Hey, Prism.
Ah, great.
I
not
ran...
do that.
I have a really bad idea.
What's
Seems
the
to be only
idea?
kind you
Can't be
want.
worse than us being stuck here.
Oh, it can be. It could be. Remember what this place is called? You said that in order to enter the Dark City, we had to pass through the Veil of Death.
No.
So what
Oh,
if,
that's-
in order to pass through, we have to,
Die?
Koji just sort of like picks his head off of his body and puts it back down again.
Don't like that.
Do not like this.
We're already dead, though.
I
You mean
really
like dead,
Please
rather
dead?
tell me that I'm wrong. Please tell me that that is not possibly the solution to this problem.
I think that will be a last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any way of killing y'all without it hurting really, really fucking bad.
Thank you.
That kill. Not exactly the method I was going for, Rodon, but nice to know you have my back.
Yeah. I don't want you guys to burn alive.
So if we're here, where's Zeke?
Maybe Zeke is with Scree.
Maybe Zeke
Could be.
was able to go in and out of the city already. This is our
Yeah.
first time in.
Yeah.
They're
Oh.
both through the veil, I bet.
Yeah, probably. They're probably waiting for us in the city.
Tracks.
Do I feel any different after drinking that water? Other than just refreshed?
You feel like hella refreshed and more alive than you have.
More alive? Like,
Don't
decidedly
Like
more...
decidedly more your original self.
Friends, I don't know how to say this, but not about the death thing. I think you all should drink that water. I feel more, well, maybe not the same kind of fellow I used to be, but more mortal than I have in, well, how long have we been here?
Way too long.
Who's to say?
Who really knows? There's no way to tell time here.
DM, has there been is there like a sunrise sunset cycle here, or is it always like the same look?
It's always the same grayscale look. There's no sun at all.
Can I get a sense, from the time when I cast
Somebody
it?
should have taken keen mind.
Yeah.
Ah.
On the cast it on this in the chess match to now, how much time there may be left on my mage armor spell?
Your mage armor spell's gone.
Oh,
Uh,
well, it's been more than 8 hours then.
okay.
DM, can I do a nature check on this water?
Yeah, go for it.
I can give you the help.
Oh.
I'll peek down
Actually,
too.
Rodon, I would recommend you do some of that
Oh,
magic.
you son of a bitch.
Oh, I could do and I could do an Arcana check on the water.
Could I also do a nature check?
I got 2 8s, so I'm not helpful. It's water.
Just take it. Just a perception or
Prism's
investigation?
Prism just starts kneeling in the water, like she's on both her knees, just in a prayer position.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a empty bottle and just put it in the water and like kind of swish it around, examine it. I'll do an Arcana check.
Do a little titration.
Yeah, I want to see if there's any magical properties in this water.
for it.
18 for me.
Are we at the Fountain of Youth?
You're not too sure anything about this water other than its simplicity in the fact of source.
I'm not thinking this is a trick, everybody. As I'm just gonna drink that little vial that I had. I'm gonna fill it up again, cork it.
I'm gonna also fill up my water skin with it.
Gorsuch wants to. I just want to take a closer look at our surroundings. Just anything we're missing or that
Yeah.
could lead us on the
I mean,
right path.
so there's really not much to describe. Right now, there's an inch of water that's perpetually as far as the eye can see. Everything looks to be like a black backdrop, and you can see
Sure.
wispy black smoke kind of lingering in the spaces in between. There's no obvious ceiling, and anytime someone moves far enough away from you that they disappear into the black smoke, they reappear on the opposite side,
There's
continuing their
nothing-
movement.
There's nothing like under the water like that.
Nope.
Maybe we can't quite see. Okay.
Nope. Underneath that inch of water is what looks to be black stone. Other than that, there's nothing else.
Rodon,
Yeah.
darling,
Yes.
could you come here? I have a favor to ask.
Sure. What's
you're
up?
You're like a science person, right?
Yeah, an alchemist.
Great, alchemy, perfect. You wouldn't happen to have like an eyedropper or something in your bag, would you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm gonna pull out. I have like a little eyedropper.
Great. In my bag, and I'll take off my backpack quick. You'll see a small flask of liquid. It's got the symbol you see on my shield and on my breast. Could you grab that for me?
All right. Do I need to make any checks, DM, or?
No. I mean,
All right. Yeah. We have time for me to dig around, pick it up.
Yeah.
All right. Found it.
Could you do me a favor and put a drop or two of that liquid into each of my eyes?
Okay. Eye drops. All right. Yep. I'll unscrew it. Take the eyedropper. Just, if you could lean down a little bit.
I'm kneeling.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna squirt 2 little drops.
DM, for your knowledge, that was holy water. I
Okay.
have a flask of it, apparently.
Okay.
Anything?
There's no reaction.
Yeah. Prism just has her eyes closed and she begins meditating, thinking back on her training when they had her fighting blindfolded, trying to react to her surroundings, and just is sitting there very still, not making a sound.
Is my horse here?
Your horse has not appeared at all. No.
Well, I would ask Cinder, but unfortunately, this is the one time I can't seem to get him. And I just try to summon him?
Nothing.
Yeah. Figures.
Having dark vision, does that help me at all? Can I see anything else?
No, it's not even like it's not even like darkness. It's like smoke.
Yeah.
And my devil's sight does not aid with this either.
Nope. It's almost like you all were placed here with the express intent that you all will be here. No other purpose at all.
Also, I wanted to say, when me and Gorzich ran, we just came around the other side. It's kind of like this game we had in Alteris called The Pact Man. It was about like a warlock, and he was getting chased by ghosts. And when he would go on one side, he would come out the other side.
Oh, yes, I recall stories about that game. I was always fascinated by the little, the pee-pee pellets that
the pee-pee pellets.
The what?
The pellets, the power pellets? Pee-pee pellets.
The Pact Man would go and collect the pellets.
I see.
They were souls.
Just the phrasing. Sorry.
When the Pact Man ate the pellet, his patron would allow him to eat the ghosts. Or, in other words, the person who was it then got to tag the other chasers.
Do you think we could ask Daddy Zur for pee-pee pellets?
I don't particularly want to ask Darren Zor for anything.
I agree with Minowin on this one, let alone pee-pee pellets.
I'd rather not be in his debt at all.
Yeah, I guess so.
Especially anymore.
So what should we do? Do we just walk through? I mean, I don't know if we have any more options than that.
I mean, we could hold hands and, with the power of our friendship, defy the darkness.
I have a rope.
I really hope you're joking.
I am totally joking. We could do the first terrible idea, and die again. We could have some sort of existential realization. That happens in stories sometimes.
Isn't this real life? Aren't we in real life? I thought we killed the book.
Or is this just fantasy?
I would like to cast Firebolt just straight up.
Okay. As you cast it straight up, I need everyone to sort of near Menowin, especially Menowin, you're at disadvantage to make a dex saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh my.
Sorry, fam.
Well, I'm usually good at these, but not today. That's a 6.
That would be a 17 for Koji.
Okay,
22.
you succeed. All right, you succeed.
Was that near me?
Yes.
You all have a plus 3 to
17.
that.
Okay.
Oh,
So
so a
9.
dirty.
Rodon, you still fail.
10.
Yeah, I know.
I have a 9.
21 for.
Okay, yeah, you're good. What was yours, Naza? With the plus 3?
10.
All right, you failed.
Yeah.
So Menowin, what'd you get?
9.
Yeah, so Menowin, roll damage for you, Rodon, and Naza as the
Shit.
fireball
Nice.
comes through the floor and singes all you guys on the way back up. And then-
Firebolt, not fireball.
Firebolt, as the thing goes through the floor and up, and then continues, hits the thing
Oh,
again, and goes
shit.
up through the floor again, and again, and again, and again, and it doesn't stop.
Oh,
The Pac-Man physics!
that'll be 8 damage.
You all notice. You all notice as the firebolt appears to be headed for Prism, she just ever so subtly shifts her body away from it. She begins to open her eyes, and you notice where it was milky white, you now see a very soft golden glow.
Whoa. Prism, I have a question for you. And I will, shuffle a deck.
Just immediately looks right at Koji.
Is this your card?
Very funny, magician.
What can you tell me what on the... I'm jokes aside, can you see what's on the card?
Yes. The Queen of
Wait.
Swords.
Prism? I'll call out from the other side of where Prism looked to Koji.
Doesn't even
Well.
turn her head. Yes, Naza?
You can see?
Yes, I can see all of you.
What happened? You can see now?
You alright?
Well, I can.
I
I can't see very far, but yes, I can see
Well-
all of you, even you. And she'll point behind her head. Even you over there, Rodon.
Koji will pull the deck and pull up a card, but have it facing away from Prism.
The Eight of Scales, really?
You and I need to do a routine together when we're back out of this shithole.
When? That's optimistic.
Well,
Awfully.
there's only one thing that's going to result from all of this, and that's my foot up Donzo's ass.
Yeah!
Yes, but in order to do that, we still need to find a way out of here.
Prism, can you hear me?
Hmm.
No one else
Hello?
can hear this besides Prism.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to cast, or I'm going to use. Sorry, it's not a spell. My Divine Sense ability again.
Bang! Huge levels of Celestial. Huge, like astronomically large levels of Celestial.
Yes. I'm here. Hello.
Prism,
Yes, who is it?
I am life. Can barely reach.
Yes, I can sense faint energy, but I can tell the source is great. But how are you able to reach me all the way here?
It's twisted, but it once was mine. Therein lies the secret. Doranzo never created anything. Merely twisted what was mine and imprisoned me. The key to the veil of death is life. I can't help more, but if you're successful, then Doranzo can be defeated and life can flourish again.
As the voice fades away.
You will be defeated. I will have a hand in it. As you see, Prism's head snaps back.
Are you alright?
So, good news. Bad news, good news.
Did something change just now?
Are we trapped here?
For now, but we do have the key.
Okay.
Well, out with it then.
What key? Where is it?
Oh,
We left the key. We chose the book instead of the
Donzor-
key.
Darnzor isn't a god or a palinirum in any sense, so he does not have the ability to create. He can merely twist and influence things. So this realm isn't entirely his. There are pockets of life that he has failed to claim as his own. And the key to disrupting his veil of death is that very life.
This water, this oasis, is an oasis of life amongst the endless desert of death.
Yes, so I believe Koji had it right. I do recommend drinking up before I try something.
All
I
right.
just want to say that this is 2 times in the past 2 sort of encounters we've had that Koji has been right.
Hey, if it happens a third time, then I'll believe anything you say.
Don't count on it. Broken clocks and all that.
I think a
But-
healthy skepticism is good, but he has been pretty accurate.
It hasn't gone unnoticed, yeah.
My point is, I'm the broken clock. Don't expect it to happen again. Also, thanks for not killing me back there, Rodon. I don't think I ever had the opportunity amidst the Tentacle Man and the Puppet Master to appreciate the fact that you chose not to take my life.
Yeah, I got the feeling that if I took you out, that would have been real bad. But I thought, you'd have a better chance of getting out of here than I would.
Okay, has everybody had their fill as Prism
Yeah.
kind of wipes her mouth from drinking the water?
Rodon,
Yeah.
as you kind of get ready to lean down to get your drink, you hear, no, don't do it.
Hmm.
Don't do it. We're so close. We're so close. Don't drink it. You don't want to be rid of it. You don't want it gone. Don't drink it. It's not right. It's not what we want.
Ooh, can I roll an insight check to see if I notice Rodon's hesitation?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and roll an insight check at disadvantage. Rodon, are you decepting or a general thing?
I don't think I'm trying to hide as one of my eyes turns into a pinprick.
Unfortunately, at disadvantage, that is only an 8. It would have been a dirty 20.
Yeah, I think you're kind of preoccupied with everything that's kind of going on. You didn't really get a chance to see that hesitation from Rodon.
Fair enough.
I already drank some.
Being telepathic, would I have sense of this?
God, that's a theater. That's a freaking. That's a debatable question. Holy shit! I did not want to get hit with this already. Hold on. Let me.
I got all
rationalize
sorts
this.
of extra senses. I'm Daredevil in this bitch.
Let me. All right. So does telepathy pick up on the voices within our head? Jesus
Like,
Christ.
because I wasn't actively trying to talk.
I think the question
I will
is,
say
does...
I was not trying to talk to Rodon, so we didn't have like an established telepathy.
Yeah, exactly. So, but like, oh man, that's just
Uh,
that opens up a whole can of everything.
Yeah.
Holy
'Cause-
shit.
Depends on the-
Yeah,
depends on the
being
source of the
sensitive to
voices.
telepathy and psionics, like, yeah.
If the source of the voices are internal, then sure. But if they're projected into you, then
Yeah.
I might be able to.
So Rodon
I
did
would-
already
I-
drink some, though, right?
Yeah.
I would say it's like you can hear muffled. You can't make out anything that's being
Gotcha.
said, but you can hear the fact that Rodon is being spoken to within their head.
I will just walk over to Rodon, darling, and just put a hand on like the middle of their back.
And shove them into the water.
Rodon, darling, you must have faith in your friends, and I will spend 5 points of my lay on hands.
Rodon just looks up. You see, I suppose, Prism maybe gets the sense of eyes of a kid just looking up.
You just hear like Prism wasn't speaking. You just heard that voice in your mind.
You hear the voice in my mind say not only to Prism, but to the other voice. Here, somehow, is the first place that I felt needed.
You're not needed by this place. You all need it, but
I didn't mean the
by
place.
the people surrounding you,
Yeah.
we need you. All of you.
You just hear, I don't need you. As I drink. Except that wasn't to Prism, but Rodon doesn't elaborate.
And as Rodon drinks deeply, I will take a knee into the water. I will place my hand into it, and I'm gonna get a little shenaniganery here. I am going to attempt to. I'm going to use I have an ability that lets me regain my channel divinity. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to attempt to channel my divinity. Instead of using one of the options, I just want to try to pour pure divine energy into this water.
Okay. Like two things.
While we're here and everyone's drinking, may I attempt to make a speech for my inspiring leader feat? We have 10 minutes.
Oh, you have it.
Don't like that. So I get to choose up to 6 of my allies. So Minowin, Rodon, myself, Prism, and Naza, and Gorzich is 6. And I'm going to give an inspiring speech. Where Koji just stands up.
Yeah, I want this entire 10-minute long inspired speech.
I'm not gonna give you a full 10 minutes uninterrupted of me speaking, but I will RP.
I want to hear this too.
All 10 minutes.
All right.
And action.
And da 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 da. And
timer?
for Frodo. No.
You have to end it for thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you for coming to my dead talk.
God, I can't even get started with all this chaos. Friends, if there is light, like Prism says, or life in this darkness, then this story isn't written. If Dawn's Or does not have absolute control over this place like we once thought, then we have more than just a chance. We have a snowball's chance in hell, but a chance nonetheless to strike out and strike him down. That spell or whatever that was used to draw us here was trying to grab heroes, and I'm no hero. At least I wasn't in my life. But I'll be damned if I die a charlatan under the hands of a necromancer. So today, we burned a book. We seized our fate. And now we know that in the midst of the plane of necromancy and death, that there is a shining light of life, then maybe there's a chance for this con man to be a hero after all.
And Koji disappears.
I wasn't finished, but okay. As I appear wherever I do appear from, saying, today we choose to be heroes. And I look around and my friends are gone.
Well,
Was that part of it?
Yes, we must choose life.
You also all get 11 points of HP, temporary HP.
Did you finish the speech for enough for them to hear you? I'm just kidding. No. Yeah.
Well,
Prism heard it in their mind, at least.
No, yeah, you all get it.
We must affirm that we are choosing to live in this realm of death. And DM, as another action while this is going on, in an attempt to increase or at least hold this open, I'm going to expend a use of my radiant breath. But instead of a cone, you just see Prism kind of exhale softly as this radiant energy leaves her mouth and just wraps and weaves around her arm into her palm, where this divine radiant energy is flooding into this pool of water.
Okay.
You have to want to live.
Buddy? Alright, I want to try to go. Most of my life, yeah? I don't know how to do this. I'm not used to being honest with myself or with others. Most of my life, people wanted something from me. They wanted me to be something. And then I found someone who needed me, right? That didn't just need me to be something that they wanted. But all of you here, this is one of the first times that I felt like I need you and you need me. It feels like a balance, like shadow and light come together in spite of all this darkness.
Still standing there.
I want to be Rodon. I want to live as Rodon and no one else.
Huh.
Well, I think it goes without saying that I want to live. That book showed me a family that I'd forgotten. I have babies. I have a mate waiting for me. I can't be here. I have to go. I have to live so that I can get home to them.
I was stagnating. I can't say that this has been a good experience, or perhaps even needed, per se, but ever since I lost what I thought I wanted most, I don't know that I was living for it. My experience here and meeting the folks that I have and forming some form of bond has shown me that there is more work for me to, for myself and for others. And she, all the while, is thumbing the grip of her pistol where there's some orcish text engraved.
Still standing there.
I need to live. I need to get out. To not just find what I think I need or want, but to set right that which I turned my back on.
And you disappear.
I think one by one, as everyone was disappearing after giving their reasons and saying why it's important for them to be alive, for them to live, Naza has been, her composure is dropping a little more and more each time someone disappeared. And I think, is Prism the only one who's left now?
I believe so.
Prism would see, in now her new way of seeing, that Naza is kind of shaking. There was a bit of hope, but she still looks terrified, and she takes a step back and falls into the water a little, and she looks at Prism and says, how do we know it's not just a trick? You know, what are we meant to do? You said, what, we have to want to live in this realm of death? How is that something that we can do? We've already died. How would we want to live in this place? You've seen what it's like. You've seen everything that's here. Why would we want to be alive if we can't get back? And for all we know, we probably can't. What about Zeke? Zeke doesn't even know why that they're here. And somehow Zeke is enjoying it. I don't know. I don't think I want to live. Not here.
Prism just extends her other hand to you, her palm up.
I hesitate for a couple moments and take it.
Naza, heroes do the impossible when they need to. This is a moment of choice for all of us. You don't have to, but if we're going to succeed in this realm of horror, terror, and bloodshed, we have to have faith that we can succeed together, that we are not in this alone. and that we will be the shining beacon in this realm of darkness. I have seen the light in your heart, and I know it is there. But you have to see it for yourself and want it to be seen.
I think that acknowledgement from Prism, when she said, "I've seen that light in you," does shift Naza's focus and makes her consider this a little bit more hopefully.
And you notice Prism's just still on her one knee, but she's just looking up at you, smiling.
Prism, I don't know who you were before this, or...
I was who I needed to be. As will you be. As will this entire group.
I think... you must be some kind of angel, maybe. I'm scared. I've never kind of been away from home. I've never done anything myself, but you know, yeah, you're right. We're here together, right? We have each other. Everyone needs to get back. Menuhin has her family. Even Koji's trying to be better now. Rodon, maybe at first he seemed to like it here, I guess, but yeah, he's really trying, isn't he? He wants to get back. He wants to be good.
He wouldn't have been able to leave this place if he didn't truly want it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I need to get back. I need to find my people, and well, at the very least, I can't be dying here. I need to be where I can help.
To be fair, you did die somewhere else.
Well, my soul, if that's what I can call it, needs to be free. It can't be here. Where my ancestors are, at least, so we can help those who come after us. I want to be light. I don't want to be darkness.
With that, Naza disappears, and it's only Prism.
Isn't this just a sight? Everybody else has such lofty goals. My goal is to simply exist to help them. My desire is to make sure that their dreams are realized. So I need to live, to be their guiding beacon, to help them achieve the impossible, to help them slay this realm of death and its twisted manipulator. Let me be the piercing light that shatters this realm of darkness.
And with that, you disappear. As you all appear just inside the city, Zeke stands there waiting for you all.
It took you all long enough to get lost.
You could say that.
We were worried about you.
We were just searching for a few things. Some missing pieces, so to speak.
Yeah, that place can get kind of weird. But, I just think about seeing my mom again soon, and I get to leave. So, I don't know. It should be okay. What do you all think of?
Menuhin's gonna rush forward and just wrap Zeke in a hug.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that's a really tight hug.
I thought about seeing my family too, Zeke.
I thought about fixing all the problems I've caused.
Oh. What about you? What about you, Rodon? What do you think
Do
of?
we have to cross that every time we want to enter the city?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I really wish they would just get rid of it already. But for some reason, they don't really know how to get rid of it. It's just kind of there.
Public Works isn't a big priority down here.
Yeah, we really gotta. Honestly, they really gotta work on the budget. Probably get like a new some sort of tax code in the city.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
'Cause honestly, if they're funneling the taxes into the upkeep of that thing, like
Honestly, you'd think that they'd be able to do more public works with the fact that the taxes out here cost an arm and a leg.
the overhead on that has to be just ungodly.
At least a forehead or a half.
All right. Anyway, so how much further we have?
Oh,
We're in
well,
the city.
yeah, you're
We're in the
here.
city. Great.
You can see, kind of looking around, you can see the towers and like the decrepit looking, falling apart buildings that are made of like this, what you assume would have been black stone, but upon further inspection, it looks just like a pure white stone that's been covered in that black, gooey, ichor-like substance, including at the very center, a large tower.
Is there any sign of, I mean, for lack of a better term, life?
Yeah, I mean, do you see skeletons and zombies and ghosts kind of just floating around, walking, talking, and generally conversing, but it's not a lively crowd, for lack of a better term.
People.
Well, that tower was where we're headed. But since we chose not to take the key and keep our freedom, we're going to have to find another way in.
Yeah. Maybe we can ask one of the skeletons.
I'm gonna waddle over to one of the skeletons.
Ooh, good idea. They
Rodon,
might have a skeleton key on them.
Me do the talking.
Okay.
It is my forte. Excuse me, good fellow.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Ah, I like them.
Well, how does one get an audience with the Lord of the Realm?
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be doing that. That's probably not gonna happen.
Oh.
But say theoretically we did, how would we go about doing it?
Well, I mean, it's not that hard. You just gotta, climb up the tower and ask.
And so you can just walk up to the tower.
No.
Okay. Maybe this is more your speed, Rodon, as Koji walks away a little bit frustrated with the
Do you think would our bones get ripped out if we went and demanded to talk to Daddy Zur?
That happened to me once, was not fun.
I have no idea. You can't even get up there. Well, I mean, you could if you could walk, but you can't. For some fucking reason, you're in a tower.
You're not allowed, you can't walk up there?
There's no stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so we just need to fly. That's the only barrier.
Oh yeah, we just need to fly. Let me just sprout wings out of my skeleton.
Is there someone that we can, buy magic items from, or, scrolls or something?
Why? You got gold?
Is there someone that we can acquire these items from in ethical means?
No.
Is there someone that we can acquire these from with unethical means?
Well, if you want to walk all the way back to the Tower of Bone.
Oh.
Oh, I hate that prick.
Yeah, no.
Nobody here has anything worth value. Unless you think that maybe my, unless maybe you think my pinky toe has value.
Can I look at his pinky toe?
He doesn't have one.
On either foot?
Nope.
If we found your pinky toe, could you be in debt to us?
You know what? Sure. But good luck because it didn't make it here. And they are solid gold after all.
Oh, so you lost your toes in life, replaced them with prosthetic toes, but you can't take it with you.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
What's your name?
My name's Wobbles. What's yours?
Rodon.
Nice to meet you, Rodon.
Hey, everybody, we made a new friend. His name's Wobbles. Zeke, you want to meet Wobbles?
I think you may weeble and wobble, but you don't fall down.
No, I fall down all the time, especially without any pinky toes.
That's hard.
Well,
You see Rodon just is looking at this guy's head. And Koji, you can probably tell he wants to take Wobble's head.
Rodon,
What?
what are you thinking there, friend?
Maybe we should walk away. Nice to meet you, Wobbles.
I will just put an arm around Rodon and escort them away. You know the way that a parent does to a child when they're trying to steer them away from the toy aisle in Walmart?
Yes.
Just that hand on the small of the bag, pushing.
As we're walking away, Rodon just looks at Koji and says,
I wanted to take Wobble's head with us so that we could ask him any questions we needed.
I don't feel like he would be that helpful.
You see Wobble kind of lean a little bit to the right in order to see you as you walk away, and you can see the eye that was sitting in the left-hand eye kind of roll and hit the right socket, where you can see the back of it looks to be a billiard ball.
Without turning around, Prism is just gonna two fingers to the back of her head, the thing where you point at your eyes and then point back at it, but she just points to the back of her head and then at him.
All right, so
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Wobbles.
Bye.
Well, I guess that was somewhat informative.
so we have to fly or climb. I'm decidedly not good at either.
DM, how close are we to the tower right now?
I mean, the tower is roughly about a quarter mile into the town.
And we're just on the edge of the town.
Yeah, you're on the outskirts of the town right now.
Hey, Wobbles. Actually, quick question.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm only over here. What's that?
Don't worry. No need to shout, and I'll just start speaking into his mind. Yes, good Wobbles. Is there a place...
It's so loud.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can't really control the volume of the voice inside your head. Whether you were screaming or whispering, it's actually the same volume.
Well, that's annoying.
Yes, but quite marvelous. Is there a place in town where one might go to, say, recharge abilities or magical energy?
Oh, yeah. That's easy. It used to be a tavern when this was a town, so it kind of still is, but there's not really much else to go on there. But if you're looking to recharge, that's the place to go. You're gonna make 3 lefts and then 1 right, and it's the big, tall, red building. You'll see it because it's the only building that's not black.
I'm so sorry. Oh wait, I can't hear this. This is telepathic.
You have no idea this is going on.
Oh, and don't eat the pea soup.
Is that PEA soup or PEE soup?
He runs away, not knowing that you can still telepathically communicate with him.
I fucking hate skeletons so much.
Yeah, I knew this one that ran a place called the Corner Pocket. Quite obnoxious.
What is it about losing your skin that makes somebody go insane?
I think it's the losing the skin part.
Yeah, that's the kind of tracks, I think.
Could be the lack of a brain.
Oh, but still a mind. Whoa.
Let's not go too deep down that rabbit hole, Rodon. You'll start experimenting again.
Rodon's just staring off in just space.
Rodon's already lost in the sauce. Rodon will just hear it in their head. Rodon, darling.
You see Rodon jumps up.
It's time to move forward again.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose so.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Zeke, sweetheart, have you ever been to the top of the tower?
No. I mean, that place always kind of scared me.
It is a scary place, but it's where we need to go.
No, I don't want to go there. Don't make me.
We won't make you go anywhere. Is that where the...
No, I don't want to do it again. No.
You won't have
Menowin's gonna just hug Zeke tighter and say, it's all right, dear. It's all right. We're not gonna make you do anything. We're not gonna make you, okay? You're safe with us. We're not gonna make you do anything you don't want to do.
I don't wanna. I don't.
What is it you don't want to do, darling? What is it?
I don't want the eyes. I don't want to see the eyes. The eyes.
You don't have to see any eyes. Just here, and I will hand them the coin that I did the sleight of hand trick. And it's just a regular Avondran minted coin. When you don't want to see what is in front of you, just look at the face of this lady here, and I'll point to the mint of, I assume, one of the queens.
It's actually the Whisper.
Oh, then the Whisper. Just look here and remember that brave souls can always move forward, and you have a brave soul.
Those are the last things I saw.
You see, she's looking into the gold coin.
His eyes before I came here. They're the last thing. My mom. She said it was gonna be okay, and it's not gonna be okay.
She starts just breaking down crying.
Koji just hides his hand behind his back, and using my Pact of the Blade, I'm going to summon and clench tightly the Doulahan whip, and just in my head make a note that it's going for Daranzor's eyes.
Rodon kind of comes to hearing Zeke cry. He walks over to her slowly and gives her a hug and just says, Zeke, your mom lied, but things are gonna be okay now, okay? We'll make them right.
I don't want to be here anymore. I just want to leave. I don't want to be here anymore.
We're gonna help you. We're all gonna get out of here.
DM, do I have knowledge enough of the Spiraling Black after being here for this long to understand whether or not you have to be undead to remain here? And if one were to, say, be made undead, that they might be able to leave here almost instantaneously?
Why don't you roll me a Arcana check followed by a Religion check?
Decidedly not the person that should be doing this, but that's an 11 for Arcana. And a Religion check?
Yes.
That is a dirty 1. That's...
Alright. So...
Prism, do you think if we use the blessing now...
There's nothing about that blessing that says it gets us out of here. And I don't think you want to be alive here.
Right.
That's fair.
Who knows how much worse it's gonna get.
Yes. Being
the whip
alive
on
in a
fire.
realm of necromancy would eat away at your very being.
Well, then to the tower, I suppose.
Might as well try.
To the
Scope it
tower.
out. Scope it out at least.
It's not gonna be... I mean, this place tears you apart. You feel like this has to be done in conjunction.
Do I need to come with you?
For a little while, darling. But we'll keep you safe.
Yeah.
You don't have to come with us to face him.
Don't worry, nothing will happen to you with...
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know who you remind me of, Zeke?
No.
I had a little sister who I loved very, very much. No harm will come to you. you're safe with us.
Okay. What happened to your sister? You said you had a little sister.
You see Rodon looks at the child with a completely deadpan serious face. She's dead.
And on that note, would you like to hear about my little girl, Zeke? My little girl, her name was Orme. Would you like to hear about her?
Is she dead too?
Oh no, she's very much alive. I left her. I had to leave her a while ago, but she was alive and she was happy, playing in the green fields and the verdant expanse. She liked to climb trees. That was her favorite thing.
You see Zeke sprint away towards you can tell is the red building Prism. As you can hear her angry, sad sobbing.
What did I do?
Think
You didn't do anything wrong. We don't know her entire story, so there may be something that we didn't know triggered her. But we need to go get her. We need to make sure she's alright.
a bit of jealousy, perhaps. But yes, and that tavern, we were headed... They were suggesting that we visit that place anyway.
What do you all do from here?
I'm gonna head to the tavern.
Yeah, we're chasing after Zeke.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after Zeke as well.
Same. But as we're walking, I'm just going to, with my new blind sight, I'm just going to make sure people around us, see if anybody's kind of paying extra attention to us.
It doesn't seem like it. It seems like everyone's kind of just going about a very monotonous, boring ritual of walking around and trying to find some semblance of happiness in this grayscale.
Cool.
And that's when you arrive at the front of the Red Tavern, which you can see is named the Red Tavern.
How creative and original. I guess, though creativity doesn't mean much when you're dead.
At least there's some color there.
Yes, it is, I guess, the most rebellion they could have mustered in this place.
No, mustard is yellow, darling.
So it's just sort of like side-eye glare at Prism. Knowing that Prism, like, maybe can't pick up that particular detail is just, like, rolling his eyes. Like,
if we saw her go in, I'm gonna rush in real quick.
Yeah, you rush in real quick and you can see Zeke sitting off in the corner at a table, just kind of holding her knees up to her chest in the seat in like the corner booth, and she's crying. Inside the rest of the tavern, you can see that there is a full-fledged, like L-shaped tavern bar in the left-hand side, up against the back. You can see a zombie behind the counter who is cleaning a glass, and it looks very, very bored. There are several tables littered throughout the center of the area, including the one that Zeke's sitting at in the corner. And then on the wall opposite side the bar, you can see there is a map, what looks to be a map of the Spiral of Light.
before I enter, I would like to look back over my shoulder and just take one more check to see if anyone is taking interest of the newcomers.
Okay. It doesn't look like anyone's taking interest in you at all.
Alright, then I'll head inside with everyone else.
I'm gonna plop down on the floor next to Zeke. I know what it's like to not know, to not be able to navigate your brain. And I know what it's like to have shitty parents. But I don't know why you're crying now.
Why would a mama just leave her kids alone? Why did my mama leave me alone? I tried counting. She never came.
I'm gonna hug her. We don't control whether or not other people are bad. We can only control if we are bad.
Anyone...
I want to be alone.
You're not. Tell you what,
Gorsuch
you
wants-
have. Oh yeah, you go, Gorsuch.
Oh, I was just gonna say Gorsuch wants to sort of separate from the group a little bit and find a corner where she can keep an eye on the whole room and just sort of keep tabs on the larger.
You know, kid, I think Minowin was taken away from her, kiddo.
You
Just
think
trying-
that's what happened to my mama? Is my mama? Is she like that? I don't understand.
I can't answer that for you, and I don't know. I know that you're not someone who deserves to be left. You're someone that should be held close. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep you close, and if your mother was being kept from you, we'll get you back to her. And if not, then we'll go from there. But it's gonna be a little bit scary, and there might be some things that are a little bit sad before things get happy again. And it's gonna be confusing, and I want you to know, and Koji will kneel down, that it's okay for things to be confusing. You don't have to go through this life with having everything figured out. And that's something that adults like to pretend to do, have everything figured out, but
Yeah, they don't know shit. But that's okay.
the sooner you realize that we're all just making it up as we go, the happier you can be.
Okay. When I died, when I came here, she cried. She cried and told me she was sorry. That I should give them this. I hope you're my friend. I hope this is the right thing to do.
Small blackened key.
Does this description of this lady match what Scree had told us earlier?
No, it is not at all.
Not at all the same lady in white. Okay.
I didn't see the person talking to me earlier, did I?
No, you did not.
Here you go, Donna.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Look, I don't know what's gonna happen, but you've got, you know what? You've got four moms here. Look, we got Gorsuch, Menowin, Prism, Naza. You got a dad, Koji. You got a brother. That's me.
Dad, you've got a friend in me. I'm not sure if I'm dad material.
You see, like, Rodon just hugs her and looks up at Koji with, like, a serious face and just says,
We're family. We're all family.
I agree with Brodon. I'd say we're all family here. We came here together and we'll get out of here together, and that includes with Zeke. I'll grab one of Zeke's hands.
I was taken from my parents into the Order before I ever knew them, so family to me has always been the people I've surrounded myself with, my 6 other members of the Order.
Hold on, can I get you a perception check?
Sure.
And she handed Rodon the key, correct?
Correct.
I got a 6.
Okay, so the only thing that you notice is, like, you catches your eye immediately is the fact that since Koji's kind of leaning over and kind of talking to Zeke, as you notice that like right on Koji's side, right in between, you can see a small slit.
Excuse me?
oh no! Can I make an insight check as to what'll happen if I just do it?
That's not a fucking insight check. You can make an Arcana check or a religion check, sure.
I'll make an Arcana check. Oh shit.
I'm
Okay, that was
sorry.
good.
What the fuck?
I have a keyhole in my side?
Hold on.
My dad has a keyhole. 24.
I'm not your dad.
Some weird shit you can presume, but you have no idea. You can imagine it has something to do with this key that was given to you because that wasn't there before.
I look at Zeke. Does she react in any way? I
No.
gesture to her.
She's still just looking at everyone else, and she's very, very upset. It's hard for her to focus.
I just see her crying. I'm gonna make a wisdom save, honestly, genuinely. Okay. 8. Rodon's gonna stand up and put the key in his pocket and look at Koji and just point down to the keyhole.
I look kind of weirdly. Yes, that's where my head sits when I'm on the... Do I see a keyhole?
No, there's no keyhole there.
There's a keyhole, Rodon.
You're looking now, and it's not there.
Rodon, there's a keyhole.
Rodon, what are you saying?
There's
I know
a keyhole in your side.
Right there where my head sits when I sit on the horse?
Yes.
You're saying there's not a key, and like Koji will like pull up his shirt a little bit. It's just my flesh.
There's nothing there. Yeah, Rodon, you can even see it now. There's nothing there.
Do I see anything?
Nope.
I'm gonna put my hands up and like try to put my fingers in the keyhole.
There's nothing there. You're just poking. You're just poking Koji in the side.
Rodon, this is uncalled for.
There was a key. There was a keyhole there.
Absolutely uncalled for.
Yeah, consent, Rodon. Consent. It's important.
Hold on. There was a keyhole right there.
I
saw it.
I notice that Rodon has put the key away.
Make a perception check.
Okay, I get advantage on those because I'm a fox. That's a 16.
Yeah, you notice that Rodon put the key away.
Rodon, were you seeing a keyhole in my side when you were holding the mysterious key that our friend Zeke just handed you?
Yes, I put it away because I was gonna just put it right in the hole, and I wanted to talk to you before I did it. Like you said, Prism.
I pull it out again, but like clutch it very tightly.
You can now see the keyhole, and Prism, you can see the keyhole. Nobody else can.
I look at Zeke. Zeke, did the lady in white tell you what this key was for?
No, only that my friends would need it to help me and to help everybody else.
Rodon, hand me the key.
Koji, he's right. There is a keyhole in your side.
Rodon, hand me the key.
Why?
Because I want to see the keyhole.
Koji, when we're asking for something, what do we say?
Koji just looks at Prism, flips the bird, and says, Rodon, give me the key.
Are you my dad? You didn't sound very keen on being anything to us just back there.
No, I'm very satisfied
Prism.
to be a part of your family, but
Yes.
I am not father material.
Check too.
I
Oh no.
want to see if I can see
not
this
gonna do
keyhole when I hold the key.
Will you give it back?
It's an 8.
Depends on what I see. If there's a hole in my side, I kind of want to be the one holding the key. Respectfully.
You notice that Rodon and Gorzic also both have this, and as you notice that, you notice you're clocking everybody else, and everyone has a keyhole in that same spot.
Everybody, as in everybody in the party, or everybody in this fucking town?
Everybody in this fucking area that you can see.
Including the bartender and...
Yep, everybody.
Oh.
In that exact same
And
spot.
Zeke?
Yep.
Koji, hate to spoil your day, but it appears you're not special this time, at least in this regard.
Well, thank the gods. I was hoping not.
No, everybody has a keyhole on their side, apparently.
What?
What does this key unlock?
Rodon, you immediately look, and yes, you do have a keyhole on your side.
Oh.
Your friends would need it. They said your friends would need it?
Yeah. You said my friends would need it to help me and to help everybody else.
We need more information about what this key is before we do anything with it.
One of the best ways to find information is to test something out.
But what if we lose the key in the process? What if it's a one-time use?
And we have to choose carefully who should get it. Or should
We also have to choose when carefully who gets it.
Right.
What if I mean, once the door is unlocked, do you think it'll shut itself again?
Potentially, yes.
This certainly poses a wrinkle in the things.
Hey, everybody, can I get you all something to drink?
What are the options, good tender of bars?
Yeah, we got blood, bile, or brown Pilsner ale.
So blood, bile,
None
and
of those
piss.
are edible.
Pilsner.
Gotcha.
Where's his keyhole?
Oh, yeah, we also got Four Loco, if you like that.
Four Loco, please.
I will just take a little,
Absolutely.
a small sip of my water skin that I filled with the water from the life oasis.
Okay.
But I'm rationing it very carefully.
Okay.
I look at Prism.
Which flavor of Four Loco is it?
Oh, good question.
Is it the watermelon? Is it the sour watermelon?
Yeah, I'm gonna check. Okay, I see what we got in stock.
Wild.
God, I hope it's the electric lemonade.
Man, it really wanted Rodon to just stick me with a key.
We all,
Yeah,
just
it's-
out of
yeah,
character, we all fucking wanted it.
We only got Coco Loco right now.
What the fuck is that?
It's not great, but honestly, it's better than the other options.
It's the coconut variety of Four Loco.
Oh, good. Fine.
Yeah, I'll
Just-
take it. Is it the can? Is it like served? Is it just
Yeah,
the can?
yeah, 16-ounce tall boy.
That's fine.
Here, Rodon, before you
Yeah.
take it, you might want to get that dropper back out and cleanse it with some holy water.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just waiting for this guy to leave for a second.
Anything to eat?
Actually, yes, good. Is it sir, madam? How are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We were told that this is a place where we might recover magical energies.
Oh,
How would we go about?
Easy. You're doing it right now. You just gotta spend time here. It's one of the few places that's still got a semblance, a bit of life here. But whatever.
So we rest here.
And the food options, I'm assuming, are similar to the drink options.
And I don't know what that means. Like, you want like?
It's
we got-
flesh. It's all flesh.
Yeah, you got blood sausage. We do have a vegetarian option. It's durian.
So death or death.
Or if you're not one of those two, then you could. We also got a pretty good haggis.
Who even grows durian? Why?
I hear that it's great for giving you temporary health. In a different franchise.
I'm going to go with. Oh, I tell you, can you ground up the haggis and make it into a burger patty?
I mean, I suppose.
Oh, that would be lovely.
You know anything about keyholes in people's sides just by a random chance?
Shh.
No.
Don't mind him. He's literally lost his head. He's one of the doula hands around here.
Oh yeah.
I tip
You
my
know
head.
how they are.
Yeah, I absolutely do. My uncle was a doula hand.
Yeah? How do you
Yeah.
like it?
Huh?
How do you like it?
Work kind of became his life, got in over his head.
It's not very hard depending on where you put it.
Rodon's just gonna put the key back in his pocket, sit down, pull off his rubber glove, and just kind of pat Zeke on the head.
Are you okay, Rodon?
I'm okay. I just want to know what this key will do. I know you don't know, and that's okay. I'm just worried. I don't know if I should put it in me, and if I'll die. I don't know if we put it in you, and it'll unlock your soul or something, or if we just put it in that guy over there.
Lovely DM. I still have 2 uses left. I would love to use my divine sense, but kind of focus it on the key. I can detect good and evil, as well as know if anything is affected by the Hallow spell, or the location of any celestial fiend undead.
Okay. So you see, Zeke kind of like leans up to you, Rodon, real quick, and like hugs you really tight. And you see her; she just kind of leans all the way up to you, like holding you like a really, really tight hug.
I also want to include Zeke in that scene. Zeke and the key in that scene.
And then she whispers something to you, which I've DM'd you, Rodon.
I just want to know if she's good or evil.
So Zeke is right now chaotic neutral.
Okay, so it's not detecting. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I know neutral. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And the
anything
key?
from the key.
No, just no alignment.
Not affected by any celestial, fiendish magic, anything.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know
none
magic.
like that.
Yeah. I just know the Hallow spell.
I jump up, I hug Zeke again, and I say, okay, hey. Oh. I think I know what this key does.
What does the key do, Rodon?
It turns you into a ghost.
Oh, thank you for not putting the key in me.
You don't want to be a ghost, I guess. That's probably fine. I don't really want to be a ghost either. Does anyone want to be a ghost?
No, but we could potentially make somebody else a ghost.
What's the benefit of being a ghost? How does that help us?
You can be incorporeal. You could get into the tower.
Lovely DM, what the key spot, was it the same location on everybody?
Yep. Exact same. Right in between the third and fourth rib.
Right. Well, we know where to strike if we want to turn somebody into a ghost. It was the same, and I'll just point to the spot on where it was for everybody. Right around here, we can turn anybody into a ghost.
I'm sorry, I'm still hung up on the fact that Rodon was, like, seriously contemplating turning me into a ghost.
I didn't know that it would turn you into a ghost. The voice in my head said it would do that. Or I heard it out loud, though. Zeke's...
I mean, not that
I
you
look
would-
over at Zeke, like, you see Rodon's eyes are, like, shifting like crazy.
Is Zeke the voice in your head?
No. There's a lot of voices in my head lately. A lot of different ones.
Yeah, here you go, everybody. Here's your drinks. And your food.
You want to be a ghost?
What?
You want to be a ghost?
No.
Did you really need to put a slice of durian on the haggis burger?
You know what? I heard that you wanted it Narn style, and that's how they do it.
Narn style. I don't think that's how. You know what? Never mind.
This is my life now, or I guess my unlife now, isn't it?
I'm over poking at Gorsuch and Nasa.
Hey, you wanna be a ghost?
I'm sorry, what? A ghost?
You wanna be
No.
a ghost? No?
What? Why? Wait. Why would that? No, I don't.
It's what the voice said. If I put it in you, you become a ghost.
What the voice said, or what
Right.
Zeke told you?
Zeke, the voice... Zeke's voice wasn't Zeke's voice.
Zeke, what did you tell Rodon?
What?
Did you tell Rodon something?
No, I just gave Rodon a hug.
Can I insight check Zeke?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
It's a 13.
You feel like Zeke believes what she's saying.
Can I insight check, Zeke?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Rodon, I don't know if that's what the key actually does. I think,
You sure?
Audio.
Hefty 4.
I think
Zeke should absolutely be trusted with everything. You'd honestly allow Zeke to lead you into battle at this point.
Zeke ought to be in charge, guys.
I think Zeke should be in charge.
I
Zeke,
think,
who should I put the key in?
Well, I mean, why not yourself?
Okay.
is Rodon
I
gonna
will
put the
stop
key in
Rodon from doing that if he does.
Yeah, I was gonna say if
Um,
Rodon is like kind of slowly inching towards if y'all want to try to stop him.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
grab his hand.
I will do a thing. I will cast Charm Person
Okay.
using Kitsune magic.
What's the save on that?
It's a wisdom save 16.
That's a nat 20. Rodon
Oh.
just looks at you defiantly. Naza, what were you trying to do?
Literally just grab Rodon's hand.
That's gonna be a grapple check. So
All right. I'm not good at that.
So what do we need
either.
to roll for a grapple check?
Athletics.
Yeah, I got an 11.
I got a 14.
All right. So you grab Rodon's wrist.
Yeah,
Before we piggy anywhere, Rodon, let's figure something out together. Remember, family will make a decision together, right?
Okay.
Zeke's voice sound like Zeke's voice
Yeah.
to us when she suggested to put it in Rodon.
Yeah, it sounded like Zeke.
We should also probably rest up, make sure that we're full strength before we do something like this. Don't want to go in on, low stock.
That sounds good to me. Are you okay if I keep it though?
Perhaps somebody
You won't
with
put
a
it in
bit
anyone,
more
right?
I trust Rodon, but Rodon, promise you won't use it on yourself or anyone. Look me in the eyes and promise me.
I won't until my family agrees.
I trust Rodon. I don't trust the other voices.
And who is your family, Rodon?
You're my family.
And I'll just give
Gorzich and Menowin and Prism and Naza and Koji and Zeke.
And I will just give Rodon a hug.
And Scree. Where's Scree?
And Scree.
We will trust you, Rodon.
Yeah, you all still haven't seen Scree since you got here.
Zeke, by the way, while we were in that veil thing, do you know what happened to friend Scree?
Yeah, Scree came out, first, and said something about, going to the library.
Library.
Oh, balls.
There's a library.
Yeah.
PTSD.
I just put the key back in my satchel.
And all
Have
the
we-
keyholes disappear.
Have we done any history checks on this key?
No.
Did we not? I thought we did. I thought I did. Someone other than me should do it, though. I'm not the
What?
brightest, the
I'd
sharpest
like to
tool in the shed.
investigate this key.
Yeah, do a history check.
Can I give the help action on that?
Sure.
May
So
I
you have
offer?
advantage.
How
Prism?
are you helping though? What are you doing specifically?
I'm just trying to see if there's any sort of runes or sigils on this key that match anything that I've read up on.
Okay.
Can I just kind of grab Menowin by the shoulder and, as she's doing this, give her a bit of guidance?
Yeah, go for it.
Also,
What does guidance do?
you get to add a D4 to your ability check.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Become a ghost.
Bam! 21.
Nice.
While we're at it, I would like to reiterate the description of the lady that Zeke described to someone who knows a bit about religion, and see if they recognize the description of this lady in white.
I know a bit.
I am proficient in religion.
Not.
Yeah, I'm daft as a nail. Good with words, quick on my feet, not too book learned, if you will.
Well, let's see what jogs that memory of mine. I'll make a check alongside Menowin, I guess.
We got the history check. If someone, we can try a religion check on the friend, the advice giver.
Alright.
I think we're waiting on Vivian to do a DM though.
We'll make my roll and see how it goes. Nope.
If I can I... I was going to say, can I guidance again?
You can guide Menowin, because I know she was going to make a check.
Yeah.
Oof. Ooh, that's an 11 on that religion check. So that was not super helpful.
Yeah, not too much on nothing that comes to mind outside of the fact the Wanderer, but definitely not the.
So we do know it's definitely not the Wanderer.
Yes. And then Menowin, I mentioned you got native.
Awesome. So it looks like the key that we have is the death key from the age of birth.
That's decidedly not a good name.
There are
Not much like
6
here.
other keys that could be found. I don't know. I don't know where.
Do you suppose we need to find all 6?
Well, I mean, one of them
7, 8.
is the life key.
What are the odds of the life key being in the spiraling black?
I don't know.
Pretty high, I would say, since, well, this used to be the realm of life. For
What's
Don's,
Perhaps
I
we
guess,
should
his
go to that library.
inky little hands on it.
I agree.
Tiny inky hands.
We should rest, and then we should head to a library. We should study up, and prepare for a fight at any moment, because I feel like we're long overdue for a fight.
I would agree.
The chess fight was one sort of thing, but I'm starting to feel unsettled on how few things have attacked us so far.
Manowin,
Yeah?
you feel a knock coming from within your bag. Soft, but there, like a small little tremble. What do you do?
I'm gonna look into my bag.
You can see the book titled Doors shaking. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the book and open it.
You see the pages just fall open into a door. You can see the door itself, blue, intricate and ornate looking with silver filigree. Beautiful, possibly elven. There, the knock. Door kind of shaking just a little bit.
I would like to open the door.
Do any
You
of us
open
see
it.
this happening?
I mean,
Well, I'm not trying to hide it, so.
what are your passive perceptions?
20.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You all see Menowin open the book and then.
Would you believe I got a fat 10 on my passive perception?
Yeah, I would actually.
Gorsuch is gonna come and stand.
But I got blind sight, y'all.
Gorsuch is gonna come and stand behind Menowin, just a step behind and to the left. Just look over her shoulder.
You reach out and you see a realm awash, and there in the center of the, with all hidden odd looking, see a silver key at the center. Right there.
I would like to try and reach out and touch it.
And you reach out and you grab the key. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.